Dave Myers here with Kookoo for Cocoa, where we showcase the Cocoa Exchange products. And today I'm going to make green chili mac and cheese. It's one of the Cocoa Exchange's recipes, and we are going to add our own little twist to it, where the green chili mac and cheese features the green chili hot sauce by Cocoa Exchange. It's one of their pod and bean product lines, and the other product that I'm going to feature today is the sweet and smoky barbecue sauce from the Cocoa Exchange. So let's get to shredding some cheese for this mac and cheese, and we have today some smoked Gouda cheese. Make sure you get smoked. There is a difference in the flavor. The smoked is a lot better. And a white cheddar cheese. So those are the two we're going to get shredded up. The gentleman at the deli kind of sandwich sliced them, so we're going to see what happens with that. That'll be pretty interesting. So let's get to shredding. Here we go. Well, it looks to me like Zena doesn't trust my cooking. Turned on the stove and she headed for the basement. That's usually a sign that she thinks the world's going to end. But trust me, when we have some of this mac and cheese, it's going to be good stuff. So, got my stove fired up. Haven't blowed anything up yet. I hope I do it before my wife comes home so she doesn't yell at me. But so we're gonna get that on a medium heat. Gonna melt butter. Melt butter without paper. All right, we're gonna whip us in some milk. Keep stirring, or whisking as the recipe says. And we go with that milk until it starts to thicken up. Things you can't do on the video, and number one is you can't taste. That's very disappointing because nowadays we're supposed to be doing social distancing. And number two, you can't smell. So this stuff actually smells really good. So I'll give that a little quick, kind of keep an eye on that. I'm now going to take and put a layer of elbow macaroni in our dish. So we're going to take this, put about half the noodles in, going to put about half the mixture in. So we got half of our mixture in here with the elbow macaroni, and we're going to give that a good mixing in. There's probably several ways you could do this, but this seems to be the way I'm doing it today. So got our layer in there, got that. We got a pulled pork here, and so now we just give a nice layer of pulled pork. And obviously, to me, you could put tuna fish would be good. If you like tuna fish, you could put anything in the between here. Just gives the macaroni and cheese a little bit different snap to it. To a lot of us, macaroni and cheese is definitely a comfort food. So double this up with some nice tender pulled pork, brisket, like I said, tuna fish, and we're doubly happy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the rest of my macaroni here, my elbow macaroni, in my pan. This is still hot over here, so the rest of it's going to go in here. Oh, and almost forgot, one of the kind of adds a little bit of extra taste to it. This is the next Kookoo exchange item that we use in this recipe, and that is one of my favorites, the sweet and smoky barbecue sauce. And that goes right over top of the pork. And depending on your taste, you can go heavy or light. Last time I went a little light, so I might go a little bit, get a little bit more of a shot in it this time. So we got that on there. And usually, I'll tell you at this point, there's one option that you can do, and that is you could eat this stuff right away. It doesn't have to go in the oven. It just depends on maybe how hungry you are. So you can eat this right away. You can put it in the oven, just warm it up and eat it. So we got one more step to go. We're going to go with the panko breadcrumbs today. So that'll be the next thing. And there we have green chili mac and cheese with pulled pork and barbecue sauce. We're here to put what the Kookoo Exchange calls a variation on the chili mac and cheese. We're going to a little bit of a crispy crust, I think it's what it's going to turn out. So the ingredients for that are 2 cups of panko breadcrumbs. I didn't even know what these were till the other day when I read this recipe, and my wife knew exactly. As a matter of fact, she had some. So 2 cups of panko breadcrumbs. You add these ingredients all together. Then we got 6 tablespoons of butter. And it calls for 2 cloves of garlic. And we have this minced garlic. It says minced, so I'm just gonna. I like garlic, so we'll see what happens. We'll do. It's gonna a tablespoon, I guess, or half teaspoon. I'm sorry, or something. You know, whatever. We'll put some in. Let's just put a little there. I like garlic. I don't know if I like it that much. So we got that. Got 2 tablespoons of garlic. Then you mix this stuff all up. And once you figure that's all mixed up, you take your green chili mac and cheese and spread that on top. Ooh. Another smell. The smell's coming out. It smells really good. So there we go. We got the topping on there. And we're going to pop this in the oven for 350 for 20 to 30 minutes. Voila! We're done. We'll see what that looks like, tastes like when that comes out. So it's been in the oven about 30 minutes. Kind of browned at the top of it, give it a little nice, and we let it cool off just a bit. It was bubbling pretty good, still smells delicious, and we're going to see what this tastes like. Wish you could taste it too. So here we go. Want to make sure I get enough macaroni, enough pulled pork. Oh yeah, there we go. Ooh. Gotta have a, ooh, the top's got a little crunch to it. You can smell the garlic in the top part. It smells really good. Oh yeah, got the macaroni down in there. Get a little meat. Oh yes, a little sauce on it. Oh yeah. I think I like the variation. as a mixture. A variation with the panko crumbs on top seemed to help the meat too. The pulled pork got a little crisp crunch to it, which is really nice. Flavor is just exceptional. So, until next time, it's Dave Myers with Kookoo for Kookoo, representing Kookoo Exchange products. You can find the recipe or the link for this recipe in the description of this video, and hopefully they'll be able to, if you go to Kookoo for Kookoo on Facebook, that's with a K, Kookoo, for Kookoo, Cocoa. Search for that on Facebook. You'll find our Facebook page and you can message me. Dave Myers, Kookoo for Kookoo. I think I'm going to have some more.